Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to take one of these and turn it into a micro alcohol stove. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for spending some time with us today. Now a couple months ago I got a really nasty chest infection, and along with all the other drugs they prescribed for me, which did heal it, were 2 inhalers. So, when I ran out of the first one, and I saved the second one just for emergencies whenever I may need it later, because I'm better now, I decided, hey, I've seen other people do this, I wonder if I can do it too. So I wanted to turn it into a mini alcohol stove, and this is how I did it, okay? Now I'm going to take one over here that a friend gave me because they want one, and I've already taken the label off it. This one was theirs, it's empty. First thing you're going to do to get this is you have to pierce the top in some way. Now I used a hand drill, if you have one of those X-Acto knife type drills, because it's slow, it's methodical, and it will keep the pressure in so you can pull the hand drill out and it'll vent. And there's a lot, even these things are empty, there's still a lot of pressure in them. I mean, there's no medication in here, but you can feel it, it's empty. But I guarantee you if I pop the top on that, there's going to be a lot of pressure in there. So you got to pierce that off. Now, you want to take a Dremel tool or some kind of cutter, and you just want to go around the bottom here. You'll see where it's crimped. Now every inhaler is different, but inside they're pretty much the same. You want to cut in here, cut around here, and you want to take that out. Inside this piece here, this is all plastic in here. So once you get this metal rim, this metal cap off, the plastic just pulls right out, and you have your empty top, okay? And it'll look something like this, except the top will be uneven and beat up. So you want to flatten it out, and again I just used some sandpaper. I just put it upside down and did it on the sandpaper till I got flat surfaces. And I marked holes. Now this I did with a mechanical drill, an electric drill. I marked holes around the outside. I'm going to give you a close-up so you can pause and take a look if you want. Okay? They don't have to be perfectly spaced. They don't have to be any particular size, as long as they're small. And you can kind of get an idea, a reference of how small they should be. Okay, I went and tried that, and it didn't work very well, because originally what I was doing was putting my pot on top, but there was no oxygen getting in. So I took a round file and filed these in. Okay, so then when placing it on there, let's bring this up to camera, you can see it has some air getting in and allowing it to kind of suction once this boils and create these jets. And it works very, very well. And that's pretty much it. Once you do this, you're pretty much done. How you choose to prime it, how you choose to put it in a stand, that's up to you. For my first test, I literally put this on my counter in my kitchen, filled it up with some alcohol, put this on top, and lit it. I primed it in a metal pan, lit it, and it worked. But what I decided to do for a base for it, and to give it a little more surface area, is take an Altoids tin. This happens to be a Fisherman's Friend tin, but it's the same size. Put 4 bolts in, a screw on the bottom, screws on top. Place that in there, and bend some. This is, what is it? This is repair for drywall repair stuff. Okay. And it comes in, let me go over here and show you. Now you're kind of close to the camera there, but it comes in big, long sheets similar to this. And I think this was $1.95 at Home Depot. So I cut myself an approximate size piece, bent it around there, took a Dremel, finished it off. Now yeah, it's going to be sharp, but I'm not making this to sell to anybody. Making this for my own personal use, and I have enough common sense not to sit here and start digging my hand underneath it. Let me give you a brief demonstration of how it works, and I'm probably going to lower the camera a little bit so you can actually see the flame. Let me lower it down and move it up. I don't even know if that's low enough, but if worse comes to worse, we can cut it out and we can get back in there and I can show you. Okay, first thing you want to do, and I use this stuff, okay? I use this heat. It works far better than alcohol, and it's not sooty and nasty. When it burns very cleanly. I'm not going to put a ton in here, just a little. You see I'm spilling a little there. That was actually a little too much that I spilled there. So I'm going to let that evaporate a little bit. And yeah, it'll leak out on the bottom. It's not perfect. We're going to put this on a piece of metal so that I don't melt my counter. Okay. There. Now it's on a nice wood block. I mean a metal block inside a wood block. So you got that set up right there. Okay. We're going to light it. There. I'm going to put out the lights. Let's put out the other light. Very hard to see, but it is burning. Oh yeah, you can see it in the camera. Remember, I'm working on a really tiny display here. I think it went out. Yeah, you know, I do this 1,000 times. I put it on video, and all of a sudden, it doesn't work. You want to get the stuff in here boiling, and it looks like it's already working because you see the flame coming out the top. Okay. Now this video is going to be a little dark from here on out, but really quickly, I fill up my cup with water. By the way, this cup was a one of those metal water bottle type things they sell, reusable water bottles. You just put that on there, and you put this on top. Now look at that. You have burners. Now you can see that in the camera. Where I'm standing, I'm a little higher, but you can see that under there. You actually have, and let me move it a little closer, you actually have burners, jets. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn the lights back on. I'm going to set a timer. We probably wasted, I don't know, what do you think, 30 seconds? And I'm going to see how long it takes. Actually, I'm going to take this off and fill it to the top. I'm going to see how long this takes to get to boiling. Didn't really do this the most efficient way, but here we go. All right, I'm starting. Now, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to come back, and when it's boiling, I'll leave the stopwatch running, and we'll see how long it took. So I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, we're back, and we do have boiling water. It's starting to boil, and it's been 5 minutes, 25 seconds, 24 seconds, whatever. Now that would be more than hot enough for, say, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, and this is exactly 1 cup. I'm going to see if I can find, hang on one sec. Yes, my channel is as interesting as watching water boil. Okay, this is the bottom of the water bottle that I cut in half to make that. It was a thrift store find. So yeah, it's boiling now. We're actually getting bubbles and boiling. So you figure 6 minutes. Am I right on the dot? 6 minutes. And I got bubbles coming up and it's boiling. So for something as efficient as that, you know, and as small as that, and I'm going to work on making this a little more portable. Right now everything's kind of screwed in permanently. I'm going to work on making that a little more portable, maybe with some bolts that one bolt goes up and screws in, and it's the right height all the way around instead of having to use screws and setting them to be the right height. There you go. Boiling water and a miniature alcohol stove. And it's still going. Let's turn off the light so you can see. Turn off the other light so you can see. Still burning under there from something as simple as an old used inhaler. Now I don't suggest people go out and get sick to get inhalers. I'm sure you probably have a friend with asthma who'd be willing to give one up for the cause. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's my little creation for the day. I've got some more gear review videos coming up soon, so we will see you next time.